Don't blink as you're lying. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 21st June 2025. 3 days away from a cool video that we're gonna do. Today we might go to McDonald's for a chill TikTok live. But also, we're kind of busy. We're kind of busy because there's no reason. There's no reason. I'm just happy because we got. Oh, I forgot to do this. I'll do it at the same time. Get it ready? Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. We got people streaming, we got people laughing. We guys are doing well because they're having a wonderful day on this 21st June, 5:50 a.m. We have something that's very special, which is the moon and the sun. Very anticlimactic, gotta say. Very anticlimactic. I was expecting a lot more from you guys, but hey, it's okay. It's okay. Today we're doing a video for the gaming channel, so welcome in, gamers. And I thought about my favorite game, play-wise. Talk about my favorite game. Talk about my favorite game, play-wise. I talked about my favorite game for the graphics, but I never talked about my favorite game for the soundtrack. Now, this is gonna be 3 categories, right? It's gonna be a song in the game, gonna be a song in the game. There's gonna be the sound the game make, right? And it's gonna be also the I'm tired. It is very early. We woke up at 4:30, so we've been making contents for an hour and a half, which is pretty good. So the first thing I want to talk about is my favorite all-time game for music. And now it is cheating, because it's also my favorite game for graphics. And it's Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. To me was the perfect fucking game. Ocarina of Time introduced a bunch of content, but it was also free content. Free roam. So you want to ride Epona, you could ride Epona. It was a small map, but you could ride Epona. You could ride it for hours. You could do the all around the long range. It was great. It was fun, you know. Also, with that, if you wanted to play music, Zelda Ocarina of Time did music the right way, not music as in, oh, I found this piano somewhere somehow, right? I found this piano here and there. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. It was more so about, hey, you want to play Ocarina? You want to play this song? And it was 12 songs that you could play. And even in the craziest thing that it was, they had mechanical. So, for example, you played Bolero of Fire, Minute of the Forest. My favorite was Bolero of Fire, though. Well, depends. My favorite song from Zelda is easily Song of Healing. But the Song of Healing is complex because the Song of Healing is also the Song of Saria. And we're gonna get into that later on. It's beautiful videos to make. It's a great idea. And I had this idea, not sleeping, but waking up, and I was like, oh, that would be a good idea, you know? When you're still too fucked up from sleeping to get any clear idea. So, with Ocarina of Time, yes, there was some mechanics. So, if you didn't want to play music, you didn't have to. But what they did that was really smart and really cool is they took the game and they said, you know what? We'll force you to play the music from the game, right? And we'll force you to play it just enough so you kind of fuck with it. At the end, you're like, you know what? This is a good song. I'm so happy because we started filming an hour and a half ago. Why is that so happy? Because now the sun is gonna go up and I'm not gonna be able to film for 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours. But then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I'm gonna do a TikTok live there. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be super nice. And that's pretty much it. So, like I was saying, what was I saying? I don't fucking know. Well, I'll have to check the McDonald's menu. It is something special, because I would like to get something special. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, so yeah, so the, sorry, I got ADHD, so it's hard for me to focus. It's not a mosquito. So they're forcing you to play the game, and then you like it so much that you like to play. You wouldn't be surprised seeing me play Epona's song. Epona's song was fantastic, and there was no lyrics. I remember being a very young kid, being bored and singing Do 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 do. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 na na. Or the Song of Storm. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. But it goes crazier. I didn't think about this, but this is insane. Are you guys ready for a surprise? Guys, if you were coming in 10 minutes earlier, there was nothing. Welcome in to my surprise. Yo, Karina. Yeah, Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. And I can read music too, so this is kind of crazy. Definitely gonna be learning that. Definitely gonna be learning that. I forgot that I had that. Also, got a little surprise for you guys. Imagine having this. This is my first instrument. And this would be so fucking cool. I bought this like 5 years ago because I wanted to learn it. So, the story behind it is actually quite phenomenal. The story behind it was, I was in the apartment, right? And for some reason, I only had a Nintendo 64. Ugh. Where is it? You missed that, guys? Ugh. We have also this bad boy. Oh, that's good. We also have this bad boy. I completely forgot that I had. Completely forgot where it was. There you go. Perfection. Perfection. Now, Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so I only had the Nintendo 64, and then I had a feeling for, um, I had a feelings for making music. It's funny because then I bought a guitar, and I never started even learning about it. But yeah, so you guys are gonna have to understand that most of my favorite games are gonna be old school game. So yeah, so in kind of time, they did the mechanics perfectly. Like for example, it was freeform. It was freeform. Open and close. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. It looks a bit complex, right? It looks a bit complex. The Ocarina of Time. I don't know if it's a good one or a bad one. I heard if it's a good one, the sound is good, and if it's a bad one, the sound is not good. So yeah, so that was the first one. The second game, I'm gonna go for original soundtrack. I'm gonna go for the soundtrack of the game. I'm gonna have to go with Pokemon Silver. Pokemon Silver was so big to me, but so important in my culture. It was my favorite game ever. It was the first Pokemon game that I've ever had. To me, Pokemon Silver was the perfect game because Pokemon Silver brought a bunch of mechanics. See, I'm not a musical guy. I'm not a musical guy. It is 6 a.m. guys. Woke up, by the way. So I feel bad for the neighbors downstairs. Not me. Me, I don't care. You know, I'm crazy. Well, I should be feeling bad for them, although I don't scream. And they're super nice. I've talked about them. It's like, hey, am I being too loud? And it's like, no, I don't even know that you're outside. I think they're both older, so possibly both some hearing problem from the sense. Yeah, so Pokemon Silver. Pokemon Silver to me was the best game ever made. It was my minus opium. It was a game that I fucking adore. The reason for that is actually quite simple. The reason for Pokemon Silver to being so good was I'll have to call my dad. I have to call my dad because I wanted to have, yeah. I'm gonna have some electric tape. Electric tape, yeah. I'm gonna have to clean this shit up. This is my beloved Game Boy Color. It's been so long since I played it. To me, this beats the Switch. In sheer fun. Yeah, this broke. This broke. I wanna try something else. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. It's crazy. Because I put these back on my order, so I had all of these things that I didn't think had any sort of importance, but they do. For example, we just found those batteries. This is Pokemon Yellow, by the way. Holy shit. I have a game of... Look at the graphics, guys. Look at the graphics, how shitty they are. You see? Could be good. That could be a good playthrough. Holy shit. That could absolutely be a good. Oh, the phone is too hot. That could be a great playthrough. To play these games, to film the Game Boy Color. Yeah, that would be a great playthrough. That would be amazing. The Game Boy Color was my favorite console ever. It's just so good. See now, the phone is too hot to film because the sun is coming in. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. What? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so now my focus level is 0. So what we usually do is we freeze a piece of cheese that's super cold from the freezer. And yeah, we just do these. So those batteries are super useful. See, that's the thing. That is the thing. I have a lot of stuff that I don't use, but if I took the time to check out what I have, I would be using a lot more of the stuff that I have, you know? So, and at the same time, it's kind of crazy. So being said, just my favorite soundtrack is Pokemon Silver. Pokemon Silver, I'm so sorry from the time. I'm so sorry. This is such shitty videos. I'm not gonna blame ADHD, but so it was nuts because it was a perfect game. The graphics were shitty. The music was 8 bits, which a lot of people still fucking adore to this day. But it was the normal content. The amount of content, for example, beating the main game gave you access to Kanto, which was the first game. You didn't have the story, but you still had the game. Secret Boss, Mount Silver, great. The gym badge, the gym leader from the previous game that you had to beat. That's also really good. Also really fucking good. You know? There's just no feelings to it. There's just no other feeling to it, if I say so. This is just fucking fantastic. I have such fond memories. I'm thinking about the content I could do, because right now what we're doing is not 1, not 2, but 3 playthrough of the tower, which is my favorite game. Got 3 different game, by the way. So if I have a 4th phone in like a year, I could do these easily. In like the winter, it would be perfect. In the winter, it would be perfect. Just to film that, it would be so nice. It would be so freaking nice. So yeah, somebody, I lent it to someone, and they took away the stickers, which I'm fucking pissed off. Because otherwise it was a perfect Game Boy Color. And yeah, so then the soundtrack itself, the different sound for different city, which is the Goldenrod city, or the battles, or even the catching, that's Pokemon Center. You know, it was just a which was catching Pokemon. See the song in there, the soundtrack. It's not the song that was in there. There was just the soundtrack, the sounds, very nice. And then lastly we have the. You know what? I'm gonna give a special mention to one game, and that one game I'm gonna give a special mention to is Borderland, because Borderland is just the craziness, just the it hurts, it burns, just the sheer craziness of it. It brings you to the universe. I think Borderland NPCs, although they have so little to do, welcome to meet the Thunderdome, you know, to me means a lot. But if I had to give one last game, and of course this is the last game I'm going to talk about, for the original soundtrack, I have to go with Kingdom Hearts. The theme song, I guess. Now, technically speaking, I do prefer myself I do prefer Sanctuary. Hold me, whatever, nothing I say, hold me, and the future is all. Regardless the warning, the future doesn't scare me at all. Whoa, nothing like people hold me, whatever, nothing I say, hold me, and the future is all. Regardless the warnings, the future doesn't scare me at all. We wall, nothing like before. Or then my Sanctuary, or like simple and clean nights, salt and ice in a hold me. No, that's the same song. See, my sanctuary now, with fears and lies melts away. Hey, hey, music will die. It was just, it was just so great. Cause first of all, you use what's your name? Itadu, something like that. You use the same singer for one and two. I didn't fucking like the Skrillex song. I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I didn't like it at all. Um, so that was a problem. What else? Just have a sound. Dum 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 da 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 dum. See, it was just great. It was just fucking great. I miss those years. If I had to go with it one more, like more recent, I'm gonna go inside because they're getting mad at me.